Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to our Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time, we went through much of the Windon City, trying to hunt down Leon, who is at the top of Rose Tower. And yeah, this time, before we get started things out, I just want to mention this now is that I brought back my primary team out because we're done with the semis. Now it's time for the real bout to begin. So we don't really have too much left to do in the game. We get ourselves a championship match. Orf. This is it. Here at Windon Stadium, the greatest stadium in all of Galar. Here we're going to show everyone the greatest battle ever, mate. And set the world on fire. So go get yourself checked in. Alright. Now begins our final fights. And this last play went by pretty quickly. Alright then. Let me get this, it's Orf! You can do it! I guess the champion's winning extend his winning streak again. You still don't think I have a way to decisively win? I'm gonna show you up. Bloody doubters. So I wonder who will win. It's time to get checked in. Challenger Orf, we've been waiting for you. Since you won your way through the semifinals, you'll face off against the gym leaders in the finals, and they won't be holding back. Whoever makes it through the final bracket will win the right to challenge the champion. So, are you ready to go to locker room now? This is your point of no return. At this point, you'll be kind of locked into your team. Well, I guess you can backtrack and do some things, but for all intents and purposes, you're going to be locked into pretty much the rest of the game at this point. One other thing I should mention though is that pretty soon, the wild area is going to be affected by a major change coming up pretty soon too. Mostly, the levels are going to ramp up a bit too. So if you want to get yourself some weak level Pokemon for whatever reason, now is a good time to do so. The Pokemon don't change, just the levels will. So let's head on in. Now I'll show you the way. Hey, everyone's here. Alright, how are you doing? That's it. So I'd say I am gonna win this thing. And I'll do it without using Dynamax to help everyone in Smackbith reclaim their pride. To see them smile again. Long time no see. This will be a different sort of battle than you face in the gym challenge. Those, we basically test matches, but this is a serious battle. Looks like we got ourselves our work cut out ahead of us. I'm going to win my way through every round, then I'll be the one taking on Leon. If I don't, then I'll have failed to repay Duraludon and the rest of my team for their hard work. Oh, there be? It's a curious feeling. My heart is racing a bit, but I still can't wait for the match to begin. My first match is against Rayhan of all people. Oh, what rotten luck. But even if he changes his weather around, I don't plan on throwing the towel so easily. Poor Milo. I'll be bringing my matches to an end in a heartbeat, you'll see. No one who sees him will ever forget me. Don't forget me. I'll always press on and challenge myself so that I could go on as a Pokemon trainer for as long as possible. As long as you continue to push yourself, your brilliance will never fade. Though I feel like we are missing someone here. The opening ceremony for the finals. When you're ready, please head for the pitch. So let's go head on in. We'll be heading onto the pitch. The opening ceremony will begin soon. I'm ready! Then in you go. It's been a long time coming, but now, it's time to see this through to the very end. It possibly goes without saying, but hello Galar, I'm your champion Leon. As German said with some business, so I hope no one minds. In order to lead you to the great heights as Pokemon trainers of the Galar region, the time has come for you to battle it out until only the greatest challenger remains. So on behalf of the chairman, allow me to say, let the finals matches begin! There's gonna be no time to wait. Wait, you. Hello? Long time no see? Who's that? A moment, if I may. Does anyone here even remember me? I am B, the challenger who was forced to withdraw from the gym challenge. B, he is the challenger endorsed by Chairman Rose himself. I have a score to settle with Challenger Orph here. I'm aware that it's against the rules, but I must ask nonetheless. Let me battle him. I'll stake my career as a challenger on this battle. If I lose, I'll retire from being a trainer. What unexpected turn of events! Former Challenger Bede has come for one last battle. We are currently debating on what to do with Challenger Bede. To all our viewers, both here in the stadium and at home in front of the telly, we ask that you please be patient. I know this is ridiculous of me, but if I have to say something, do something. Ever since you showed up, everything I've done has gone wrong. It was only Jan who asked me to gather wishing stars for the chairman, but then the chairman himself disowned me. And then that strange old lady comes out of nowhere and drags me into boot camp on fairy-type Pokemon. You have any idea what I've been through? Covered in pink, dealing with quizzes and battles with fairy-type Pokemon every day. And here I am, pouring my heart out to you, when I've never lost my cool before. We've reached a decision, ladies and gentlemen. The champion himself had accepted Bede's sudden interruption. Is the champion showing his love by giving every trainer a chance to grow stronger? Or is this a trial for Challenger Orph? My will hasn't been broken yet. And surprise Bede! Gym Leader Bede! So it seems like only Jan has finally stepped down for Bede to take his place, so everyone's now here in one way or another. Anyways, Bede is going to be starting up with Mawile. We face too much to quit now. We've got nowhere else to go but to win, or something like that. I can't read that fast. Anyways, Bede is starting with Mawile, level 51 Intimidate for the abilities in his Play Rough, Iron Head, and Crunch. So, we're starting to step things up a bit. And it's time for the regular team to come back out because I purposely set them out so that way the other team can get some more experience for one, and so that way I don't completely obliterate these matches. Because difficulty spike's starting to ramp up a little bit. From pretty much a plateau, now we're getting a little bit more interesting. Alright, next up is Gardevoir. I'll go ahead and keep you in. Gardevoir is level 51, synchronized with ability with the moves Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, Calm Mind, and Wish. Alright, you just spelled your own doom. Wish? Really? I guess it makes sense since he was collecting the wishing stars. So yeah, using a hybrid of Psychic because he used to be more of a Psychic-based trainer. And then he became a Fairy-type trainer, using a lot of Fairy types and Psychic Fairies. So if you have a good way around those, then Bede isn't really too bad. And now, using full restores. Yeah, they are actually stepping things up now. We're now into the real fights. And I guess Witch is now going to restore because it's been long enough, but yeah, it's been a little bit of a stalling match. Calm Mind, really? Just obliterate me. You're like the second best Psychic type Pokemon. That's not a legendary. And one of my favorite Pokemon too. There we go. 2 out of Warriors down. Alright. What's next? Next up is Rapidash. I'll go ahead and keep you in. Rapidash is level 52, passive availability for the abilities in Psycho Cut, Takedown, Dazzling Gleam, and Quick Attack. So another weird choice, but let's go ahead and do this. I'm more of a physical wall anyway, so you don't stand a chance. But yeah, I do kind of like how Bede's come back. It's like he's down and then now he's back on the rise, and now he's a gym leader. Everyone is finding their own way now. I guess Marty's going to become a gym leader. Bede's already a gym leader. I wonder what Hop's going to do now. Alright then. And lastly is Hatterene. What's with the calm expression? Think you're going to win. Lastly is Hatterene, level 53, anticipation for the ability to use Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Calm Mind, and Mystic Fire. So yeah, pretty rough Pokemon. It's slow, but it hits hard. I'll show you a truly great paint. Time for my dear Hatterene to Gigantamax. Yes, dear Pokemon that he's been with throughout all this time, Gigantamaxing now. It's such an elegant throw too. Yeah, I do like this hybrid transition from Psychic to Fairy. So yeah, so Hatterene is a pretty bulky Pokemon. This is gonna hurt. Alright, we're still in it. Alright, training got weird. Oh well. I guess with that all done, our guys has had enough of your stuff, so let's finish this. Hooray for our guy sweet! Alright, level ups all around. I want to learn move counter? No thank you, I don't like counterplay. And there we go. I couldn't win. Or at least I was able to show everyone how great fairy types are. They are a good type. Pretty similar to Psychic, but I do like them. Well, I lost. It looks like Challenger Bede was no match for Challenger Orph and his trusted team. Hey Bede, that was some match! Don't retire, just restart your career! But this isn't what I planned. If I was able to defeat you, then everything would be fine. Even if I lost, I was going to use retiring as an excuse to get away from that old lady. You just keep messing up my plans. With everyone cheering him on like this, I have no choice but to continue my training as a fairy-type gym leader. Though I suppose with my talents, I'll be able to overtake Miss Opal in no time. The stadium is filled with voices cheering on these two young trainers. Now, Challenger Orph, please head back to the locker room so you may rest up from that unexpected match. Rather surprising for Challenger Bede to barge in like that. In any case, once you're ready, please head into the pitch. The finals are about to begin. Alright then, it looks like everyone else has already vacated the place, so now we're ready to go. So, welcome to the Elite Four. I love how they did the Elite Four in this game because, as we're going to see, this match over here kind of showcases how things are going to be structured. We got 3 rounds into the championship, plus surprise Bede. That is the Elite Four. I like how they did something completely different for the Elite Four. They kept the structure, but I love how they did something new with it. So, with this all done, let's go head out to the field and face on our next challenger. The time for waiting is over. The finals of the Champion Cup are about to begin. The two trainers to face each other in the first battle of the first round are a trainer endorsed by the champion himself, Challenger Orph. His opponent is the Raging Wave, the Master Water types, Nessa. I can tell you're growing far stronger than you faced me in Hulberry Stadium. I got it to hand it to our undefeated champion. He's got a proper eye for talent too. But you're not the champion, and you'll never become the champion either. You know why? Because I, Nessa, am going to defeat you both here, you and Leon. I'm not going to underestimate you again. I'll use Dynamax to watch you out to sea and beyond the horizon. And now things are getting serious. Nessa is starting with Golisopod, level 51, emergency exit for the ability from his first impression, Liquidation, Sword Stance, and Shadow Claw. Things are going to step up immediately. Nessa I consider a difficult spec. Sony might be disappointed, but I'm going to wash your team away. So yeah, so this fight is actually pretty difficult, all things considered. Like, I consider Nessa probably the hardest of the 4 fights here. Just because water types are so well-rounded and very powerful. Also, nice crit to eliminate one of the harder threats. But yeah, we'll see why pretty soon why this fight can get very nasty. Next up is Pelipper, the start of her gimmick of the fight. So, I don't have much, I guess I'll go with Clambora. Next up is Pelipper, level 51, Drizzle for the ability. So now we get to deal with Rain. And Rain and Water types go hand in hand. With the moves Roost, Air Slash, Water Pulse, and Tailwind. So her team's going to get a massive speed boost with Tailwind. And also, Pelipper is a bulky Pokemon too, so the real fight is now beginning. So yeah, so ideally she would use emergency exit to head to Pelipper for a Drizzle, and then once Glisopod's back out, first impression to really set the score. So yeah, we got a fight ahead of us. And of course, Rock Blast had to break, so. Now things are going to get a whole lot scarier. Her team's now going to be a lot faster. And Air Slash too, so. Yuck. I think this might one-shot. Or I guess one round. Yeah, we're good here. And there we go, Pelipper's down. Not her biggest threat, but a pretty challenging Pokemon, all things considered. So he's got 3 turns of wind up. Next up is going to be Seaking. I'll go ahead and bring Rosalina back up. Seaking is level 52, Water Veil for the abilities move, Smart Strike, Mega Horn, Aqua Ring, and Waterfall. So yeah, Mega Horn is good against Grass-type Pokemon. So she is very well rounded. Water types I consider one of the best types in all of Pokemon, because they have very few weaknesses, Grass and Electric, and some good counters too. Like, they often learn Ice-type moves, which hard counters Grass-type Pokemon. And some of them can learn Ground-type moves too. So yeah, so I'm going to be using Giga Drain in order to heal off all your attacks. I mean, yeah, Seaking is historically not a very good Pokemon. And also because of Swift Swim. I guess that'll be the next Pokemon. Alright then. Next up is Barroscuda. I remember Barroscuda because here I was trying to use the Toxtricity in order to actually use Toxtricity well. And then Barroscuda comes along and just absolutely wrecks house. Barroscuda is level 52, so it's someone for the ability moves Liquidation, Throat Chop, Ice Fang, and Drill Run. This guy is scary because Drizzle is going to give it an insane speed boost. And Barroscudas are famous for being very hard attacking Pokemon. This is going to really hurt. Okay, not as much as I thought it would, but it still hurts very much. Alright. Looks like we're back to pretty good health. There we go, Barroscuda is down. Rosalina is a very strong asset. And lastly, the Tailwind's petered out, so that's very good. Lastly is Dreadnought. Looks like I'm down to one last Pokemon. I've been saving the best for last. I think Barroscuda is better, but no pushover either. Dreadnought is level 53. Shell Armor for the abilities moves Liquidation, Lockjaw, Rock Tomb, and Crunch. A fun thing though, this is a different team altogether. She has her basic team and her true team. Because her basic team had a regular Dynamax Dreadnought. Things are a little different now. So flood the stadium and make it our ocean. Dreadnought, time to Gigantamax! Yeah, that is a formidable force. Well, Energy Ball should be enough to take it down. There we go. And level up to Rosalina and Cremuse. And there we go. Yeah, no problem handling our Surging Might. It's no wonder that you won. I really like Nessa. She's probably my favorite gym leaders here too. And our winner is Orph. She defeated Nessa during the gym challenge and now has pulled it off again. You and your Pokemon are just too much. You with my Dynamax partner, you weathered our ways and stood firm. Now I think about it, Sonia was saying something about how amazing you were. I wish I paid more attention to what she was talking about. I bet everyone in Galar has got their eyes on you now. You defeated my team, so now you've got to ride that current all the way to the end. Now, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Our second battle of the first round will begin shortly. And here are the results of the first round. Bea has no trouble with Gordy, Piers absolutely destroys Kabu, and Milo had no chance. Alright then, so let's go ahead and there's someone to talk to. I thought everyone would say, oh man, I got absolutely curb stomped here. So yeah, we already know what our next challenger is going to be, so we're going to lead up with Cremuse here. So yeah, so it's actually kind of cool that the 6th gym leader lost to the 4th gym leader. Then again, Ice types aren't really that great, and same with Rock type Pokemon. Fighting and Ghost types are just better in general, so we got ourselves our next round ahead of us, so let's go in and have some fun with the next wave. For the next fight, both are difficult for different reasons. I'd say Shield is harder for the next fight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for the second match of the finals. Of the 4 remaining challengers, which 2 will be left for the last match? If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, we witnessed quite the surprise during the finals here at this year's Champion Cup, as the former Gym Challenger beats to storm the stage, but Orpheolus is having none of it. This year's top challenger has made quick work of him before washing away Gym Leader Nessa. On the other side, we have the Gudra Karate Protege. Let's hear it for Gym Leader B, everyone. I promise you, my attacks will shake you to your very soul this time. May the best trainer win. Alright, so now we have Gym Leader Bea, or if you're playing Pokemon Shield, be fighting against Alistair. So this fight can be a little bit difficult. Fighting types are a very good offensive type, and Ghost types are pretty good defensively. You might have one win on me, but this is where I'll show you I can get what you can really do when I get serious. So you're starting up with a Lucha level with 52, limber for the ability moves Flying Press, High Jump Kick, and Bounce. Otherwise, Alistair will be starting up with Duskburn level 52, pressure for the ability moves Shadow Punch, Thunder Punch, Rock Tomb, and Disable. So both are pretty difficult for different reasons. So let's go ahead and do I want to indulge in Chaos? You have Bounce. Chaos! It'd be amazing if I used Hurricane. Floral Healing! That's a healing move! Okay, I'll probably need to heal this off, so hopefully I don't get paralyzed. I'll probably get paralyzed because Bounce is pretty annoying with that. Nice spike damage! I forgot I gave Tremuse the Rocky Helmet. But yeah, I do like the champion round fight. I actually like the theme better than the normal fight theme. I don't know, it's very chaotic and definitely puts you on edge. Next up, when we're using Surf Fetch, I'll go ahead and keep you in. Surf Fetch is level 53, steadfast ability for the Leaf Blade, Slam, Brick Break, and Brutal Swing. Otherwise, it would be Curse level 53, weak armor for the ability to use Hex, Strength Stab, Ancient Power, and Amnesia. So, Chaos! Alright, Dual Chop! Have a Dragon type move. Actually did more than I thought. And Leaf Blade. Do I want to indulge in more Chaos? Chaos! Alright. Have your own Leaf Blade! Have a taste of your own medicine, Surfetched. Alright, I can get away with one more since she's going to use her full heal now. Chaos. Yes, I love Metronome. Metronome fights are very entertaining. Sing! Jigglypuff! Alright, there we go. Surfetch is now asleep. You know what? Let's just expedite the process. Heal it while it's asleep. Oh, nice, it lived. Alright, still sleeping. Chaos! Bone Meringue! Hooray for Chaos! There we go. And next up is going to be Grapple Lock. No more Chaos now. Next up is Grapple Lock, level 52 technician for the ability to use Octolock, Submission, Bind, and Mega Punch. Otherwise, on the other end, we'll be fighting Chandelure, level 52, Flame Body for the ability to use Shadow Punch, a Mystical Fire, and Will-O-Wisp. So, obviously, Chandelure is a little bit more scary because Chandelure has one of the highest special attacks. Oh well, Dazzling Gleam time. Enough of the Chaos. Let's go ahead and kind of melt through the rest of their team. That's been kind of fun. Alright, our guys is level 61. Once we learn to move Shore Up, it's a healing move. I don't really need it. And lastly is, I guess next up is going to be Phalanx. Phalanx is level 53, battle armor for the ability to moves No Retreat, Bulk Up, Close Combat, and Rock Tomb. So, a little bit more of a scary Pokemon. Otherwise, we Poltegeist level 53 weak armor for the ability to use Shadow Ball, Protect, Nasty Plot, and Giga Drain. So, I consider Poltegeist a little bit more intimidating, but... Chaos. Chaos, chaos. Volt Tackle! Okay. What you gonna use? Rock Tomb? Okay. I should probably stop with these shenanigans now. Because we got Scary Pokemon coming up really soon, so... Oh, close combat. I was hoping you'd use No Retreat. You dishonor, Spartoon. You don't go for the No Retreat for glory. Alright, looks like we're good there. That was Phalanx, so... With that all done, now we got some, rougher fights coming up. Lastly, it's going to be Machamp. It's time to dig in our heels. I'm not giving up, and so neither should you. Lastly is Machamp, level 54 Guts for the ability with moves Cross Chop, Revenge, Fire Punch, and Strength. Otherwise, Gengar, level 54 Curse Body for the ability, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse, and Hypnosis. So, both are scary Pokemon. Alright, fine then. Let's destroy everything. Time for an honorable Gigantamax. Alright, looks like she brought her Aura. And Max Flare. Ooh, this will hurt. Yeah, I shouldn't have been playing around so much. Alright. Ugh. I'm going to go for the heal now. Just that way I can ensure I live through this. You're probably going to use a fighting type move now. Max Strike. Even worse. Now I'm slow. Ugh. I gotta go for it. Alright, one last Dazzling Gleam. Max Key Strike! I'll use Karate along with my Pokemon's move. Okay, here comes Key Strike. Okay. Not what he used. Farewell, Machamp. And there we are. Level ups for a lot of us. Yeah, that fight went a little bit more chaotically, but we managed to come out on top. Your strength nearly made me want to turn and run in my bare feet. Via has been defeated. Challenger Warf has shown his skills. Thank you for a wonderful match. I really enjoyed battling you and your team. I'm upset that I lost, but I also feel so satisfied and so refreshed. In a way, I guess you could say it was the best sort of match anyone could have hoped for. I hope that you'll meet many more trainers and have many more matches in the future. And I hope that every one of those encounters will nourish your spirit. The next match will begin in no time, so stay in your seats, folks. And here are the results of the second round. Rayhan managed to defeat Pierce after a long and fierce fight. Well, Rayhan gloriously defeated Pierce. Sis, you shouldn't be forcing your way in here. Sorry, Orph. I thought my bro could get revenge for me, but he lost to Rayhan. You look so sloppy out there that the people are going to think we're both weak because we're related. You got it wrong, Pierce. Rayhan's just that strong. But I was able to show everyone in the audience how amazing a proper battle without using Dynamax can be. And I think Orph here knows the same way. Alright, I get it. That's exactly why I wanted you to win. I still thought it was a brilliant battle, though. I'm counting on you to win, Orph. Got that. I'll be cheering for you. Sorry for coming in for a chinwag just before the final match. Rayhan's waiting for you on the pitch. we're looking forward to a right good battle. Alright, so that's 3 members of the Elite 4 down, 1 more to go. So, I guess we'll bring our guys back up for one final bout, because this next fight's going to get a little sticky. Alright then, so, one last bout. Let's do this. Here it is, the last match of the finals. Who will earn the right to challenge the unbeatable champion Leon? Will it be the brilliant rising star, Challenger Orph, or will it be the only trainer that champion Leon can call his rival? The Tamer of Dragons, Rayhan. You're really something else, kid. You've made it all the way here. I guess that's why the champion himself endorsed you, yeah? Leon's my rival, so he chose you. So you've got to first prove I'm better than you, if I am to beat him. I've reworked my whole team, so now we're geared up for one-on-one battles. You might be thinking that you can beat me. You beat me once already, but if you think I'm the same Rayhan you faced during the gym challenge, you'll soon regret it. Alright, and now we begin our refight against Rayhan. So now he's using single battle, so you gotta think a little bit differently. I prefer a gym fight a little bit better. Alright, so we're starting up with Torkoal with the Drought, so he's gonna be switching Mother as he sees fits. That's Drought. It gets the sunlight burning real harsh. So he's starting up with Torkoal, 53 Drought for the ability of the moves Lava Plume, Solar Beam, Body Press, and Yawn. So a very powerful physical attacker, but not much on the special side of things, so he's a good special type move. Except Drought is really good with Torkoal, so yeah. Yeah, Torkoal is one of my favorite Pokemon for a reason from the Hoenn region. And a really good Pokemon too. Don't sleep on it. Next up is Gudra, so now we need to do something about the Gudra. Gudra is level 54 hydration for the abilities to use Rain Dance, Surf, Thunder, and Muddy Water. So the gimmick about this fight is that he's going to be alternating between different weathers. He has 3 of the 4 weathers out, so you gotta take it pretty cautiously. So yeah, so his main gimmick is that changing weather and then seeing as he sees fit. However though, Gudra has next to no defense, so I don't think this will go by too difficultly. Alright, so he maintains that sunny disposition, I guess. Oh, there we go. And Clambora is 59. Next up, Tertinator. Oh, let's go ahead and switch things up. Tertinator is level 54, Shell Armor for the abilities to use Shell Trap, Sunny Day, Dragon Pulse, and Fire Blast. Yeah, you might remember Tertinator being a little bit of a pain during that one fight. It's still a pain. Thankfully, it operates very similarly to Torkoal, so if you're able to get through Torkoal, you'll be able to get through Tertinator, except Tertinator has very few weaknesses. Alright then, so set a Shell Trap. I ain't falling for that again. There we are. And next up is going to be Flygon, so yeah, this fight's between pretty much Clambora and, yeah, so next up is Flygon, level 54, Levitate for the abilities to use Sandstorm, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Crunch. A pretty good Dragon-type Pokemon. So yeah, so Flygon's priority is setting up the Sandstorm before the final Pokemon. So yeah, so his AI tends to prioritize setting up weather first and foremost, so if you get around that, then you'll have an easy time. However though, Sandstorm's coming in, so that will affect his last Pokemon a little bit differently. Let the winds blow. Straight forth, Sandstorm! Yeah, and once again, he'll call you out if you change the weather. It's like, changing the weather on me. I don't have any of that. Oh well, at least because of that, you're able to manipulate his AI a little bit. There we go, Rosaline is level 62, same with Hourgeist. Can become affected by the Sandstorm. And lastly is Duraludon. Go ahead and bring up Hourgeist once again. Duraludon is level 55, Light Metal for the ability with Dragon Claw, Body Press, Stone Edge, and Iron Head. So, type diversity. Do you realize I'm the Great Rayhan, right? I'm supposed to be the one to beat Leon, so I'll beat you. So yeah, so Duraludon. Looks like the skyscraper's coming back. Time to, uproot it. Bring the storm! My partner will send everyone in the stadium flying. Alright, let's go topple Lumios. Let's do it! The Dragon Roar! Time for my ultimate attack! G-Max Depletion! G-Max Depletion removes PP from the last move used. From those that I have not used any moves yet. Farewell. Losing in the finals is pretty rough, but I suppose I better take a quick shot to remember it by. Challenger Orph seizes victory! My lovely Pokemon and I have become much stronger than we were before, but you just blew right past us beyond anything I'd imagined. I'm still pretty young myself, but it goes to show that there's always someone younger coming up, reaching further than you ever dreamed. And you got your whole future ahead of you. Keep up the momentum. Prove that Leon's not unbeatable. Challenger 494. Challenger Orph has achieved a dazzling triumph. The trainer who was endorsed by the champion will now face the very man who endorsed them. This is the result of the final round. Here we are. Alright, the big moment's finally here, eh? I just came to cheer you on, you know. It's still not easy picking sides. After all, it's a showdown between my big brother and my rival. Who should I really want to win more? Relevant will win! Alright, you reckon I should cheer for Orph too, don't you? I couldn't agree more. After all, we did start this thing out together, all the way back in Postwick. So you better beat Lee, you hear? If anyone can defeat the unbeatable champion, it'll be you, mate. And here we are. Time for the final bout. I guess for this last fight, I'm going to start up with Flahair, our first starter. Let's go take on Leon. It has been a long road. And we defeated the Elite Four, so now all that remains is the champion. Time to do this, Leon. Time for victory! That tense, still air on the pitch, and the exact opposite from the audience, cheering and yelling. They're both fantastic, wouldn't you say? But remember, the audience is also a bit cruel. They want nothing more than to see one of us lose, after all. It can fill you with fear knowing that, but I absolutely love pushing past that fear. I love giving it everything I've got as a trainer, and seeing my team give everything they've got to seize another victory. It's the greatest feeling in the world, and I can't get enough of it. I can feel my partners itching with anticipation inside their Pokeballs. It is time we have a real champion time. I'm the Galar Region's champion, Leon. Me and Charizard, and the rest of our team, will use all our knowledge and experience to crush you completely. Wait, hold on. Hey, look at the monitor. What's going on the big screen? Hello there, Leon and Orph. Just letting you know. I think it's time I brought about the day of the darkest day, for the Galar's future, of course. But I'm a bit of a pickle. The energy released by the darkest day is too much for us to contain. I'm sorry to come to this, but you who forced my hand, Leon, you refused to listen.